rocket like rocket fuel.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Mexico City Conquistadors. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
Green 18. Clear Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Don't get nervous.
Shoot.
Big dance.
Go. Bang. Hey, 88. 250.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 49.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 88.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come on,
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
61, matchbox lights. Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check. 53. 5.
Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter. Gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, come on inside. Protein spell.
On play action, now Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Deuce. 6'6", pull it high. 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Now Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We're scoreless after one.
Ready, break. 53.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, Dillon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 32 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Get right. Going back.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out. He's checking. Crash. 36.
Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And this will be a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones operating from the gun. And this is Shepard on the catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Rodgers. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Jones has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the catch made by Hopkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Funches in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, you may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get in the way. Switch. Shift. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 26. Lucky. 80 weapon.
From the 39, Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Right. Back. Check 31. Out. Sponge. No.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Running right, Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Rodgers now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50.
6-6, pull it high.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check. Check. Hey, watch it, watch it. '29 is the mic.
Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Blue 58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Come, baby. Woo! He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
6-3, 218, chopper.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, Haywood.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Go.
Just hand me on the edges. 44, Mike, 44.
Now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Jones. Throwing on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Win 18.
Strip the ball.
Inside. Over. Flip again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's complete to Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here I come. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Stop, let's go. Check it back.
Hey, 88.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Check. 80 weapon.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look at me. Zipper.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
8-3. Alpha. Pilot. 64. Wait.
Back to you. Switch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jones. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll run it again with Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So